43.
42. 41.
40.
39.
Number 1.
39.
38.
37.
36.
35.
34.
33.
32.
31.
30. 29.
28. 27.
26.
25.
24.
23.
21.
20.
19.
18.
17. 16.
15.
14.
13.
12. 11.
10.
9. 8.
7. 6. 5.
4.
3.5.
3.
2.
1.
Hey, Rocky, you want to see me pull a show out of my hat? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
And welcome to the Mouthwash Talk Show, a minty fresh take on life. And yeah, after 1 week of I thought it was pretty intense sort of life and death show last week, we're back to the politics. And I'll tell you what, it seems like it's getting a little hostile. So if you were to catch the Whitty show, Whitty sort of went off on, he actually went to the Bovino Klan rally or whatever the left was calling it and raising all this huffing and puffing about it. Why do we need to be so protective? Well, he played the Charlie Kirk video where he got assassinated. And I thought that was, that tolerant left, that we have here. Well, hey, I'm following along with the theme on that because I'm my wife sent me a video about an hour ago. And I'm going to try not to cuss. I'm not going to try to call this person a witch or something worse. But if I'm one of the 7 dwarfs, I'm definitely grumpy. I might even be angry if there's one of those dwarfs because, I do church peer review, and I actually did. I had a friend that wanted to go to church first, really not a church goer. I said, well, I'm going to take you to a church. I'm going to take you to Emmanuel Church down in Greenwood. Well, this was a week ago Sunday. Well, Danny Anderson, I've known Danny Anderson for 20 years. I know when he started preaching at that church. I mean, he has grown that church to tens of thousands of viewers. I mean, of parishioners, viewers. Like he's got a podcast. No, he's got a church. Just a great, great preacher. I'm sitting at this service, and he goes on about his family, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. So, but I wanted to, go back to the church again with my friend. So we went back last weekend, and Danny gets up there, and he apologizes for something he said in the service last week. Yeah, Larry. No, it was the right day this time. So thanks for noticing, though. He starts apologizing for something he said. I'm like, man, I was there last week, and I was thinking to myself, man, I missed a chance to be offended. I even looked at that thing. I said, man, I missed it. I could have been offended. And so I didn't think of anything of it till about an hour ago. Lisa sent me a video, well, I guess I'm just going to play it because this is how wacky the left is and how much they want to fight with you and they want to pick on you and they just want to, they just are better than everybody else. And if you're not as good as them, then gosh darn it, we're going to destroy you. We're going to get our followers after you and come protest your church. And I would say that, that might be fair with Michael Beckwith. I mean, he put his nose into politics. Danny Anderson, no business. And Danny would probably give me a hard time. I actually saw Danny. I know Danny pretty well. And I know he probably wouldn't want me sticking up for him. He's that kind of guy. He doesn't want any of that stuff. But you know what? Daggone it, Danny. Sometimes your friends have got to say something because this person, I'm just going to play the video. Let's just get it going here.
Comments. So that was exciting. Very, very exciting. He met a girl at Liberty University, which is a great place to meet your spouse, and that's what I did. Glad about that. Here's a picture of our new team. Our team is growing. It's my dad all the way on the left side, my mom, and then my father-in-law and mother-in-law, and then right in the center is my son. Does he look happy? You think he's happy? He's blonde hair, blue eyes. His new wife is blonde hair, blue eyes. So I think we're going to have some Aryan children. That's what grandchildren, I should say, not children. Thankfully, that's over with.
Yeah, that's the clarification.
But then also my other daughter-in-law, Abigail, she's not exactly white. So it's funny, we talk about this in our family. We're going to have like brown grandbabies and really white grandbabies. It's going to be a little bit confusing, but we will clarify for people. That's exciting coming up. So our family is growing, and we're very blessed. As we were singing that last song.
Now we can justify and excuse this away, but this right here amplifies the challenges of being in rural, red, Christian communities and growing up in these communities. This is a mega church, literally right here in Johnson County. And I know a lot of people who attend these churches, and they're lovely people. And reminder, Jesus was a brown immigrant man who flipped tables and literally raged against the Roman Empire because of their oppressive rhetoric, racism, sexism, things of that nature. So Christianity at its legitimate core, Jesus Christ, was a liberal, progressive brown man. And to insinuate that it is confusing that a family could be blended or have varying skin tones, that is alarming, to say the absolute least. So when I have people in my comments be like, oh, just vote him out. Oh, stop voting for these people. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It isn't just about voting for a certain party out of blindness, right? This is systemic. This is the kind of thing that you had a group of people laugh about and not boo or correct or anything. They just let it go because that is being nice. It's who's your hospitality. You don't rock the boat. This is the kind of thing that we should not be excusing. And I hope that they do a redaction and correction on this, because who still says Aryan? Who says people are going to be confused about a family who has different skin tones? Nobody. It's 2026.
Sorry about that. It might be a good thing that I paused, because you know what? I think that person, whoever that is, I'm telling you what, they need to stick to politics, or not even good at politics, because she got beat by Bo. She's lost everything she did. This is wrong. All those folks that know Danny know that he was joking. He's got that light sense of humor. He tries to bring humor into something that is a sensitive subject, and this person doesn't get it. It's just like most of the people on the left, they do not get it. And I don't even like, to me, I'm beside myself. And her description of Jesus flipping the tables, that's wrong. That's just wrong. If anybody that knows anything about that portion of taking a scripture out and putting it in your own, using it for your own thing, not going to happen. If you want to hit me up later, I'll tell you the real reason for why Jesus turned over the tables. Not because Bly Potter could use that against a pastor who has not a political bone in his body. And I'm really, you can tell I'm really angry about this. And I don't want to cuss and I don't want to call her names, but that's all of it. And I don't know what else to do. We got to start standing up to this stuff. So I went to the Emmanuel Church website and I looked at that. I wanted to go back and see if they edited that part out. And then I went back again Sunday with my friend, and he apologized, and he was very gracious about the apology. He didn't bring up anything. He did what a Christian's supposed to do. He didn't go on the public airwaves and chastise and criticize someone without. She could have called him up. Danny's pretty accessible. She could have called him up and had a discussion with him, but she didn't. She didn't because she wants to grandstand and use it for a political agenda. And I am sick and tired of it. So that's all I'm going to say. Like Forrest Gump, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm telling you what, I hope she never gets into office. And any Democrats, and they're 40% voted for her and 60% voted for Bai. I hope she never gets into office, because this is the stuff that's going to get that we just don't need. We don't need it. So my word to her is stay in your lane. Actually, why don't you just go away? That'd be a good thing. So anyway, hey, I'm sure Janee appreciates that. But hey, Janee is our guest tonight. Janee Trimble. She is running for Monroe County Assessor, and she's had a world of a trip here. And she has been on our show before. We talked to her originally when she came forth as a whistleblower to tell the world that they are doing things wrong down in Monroe County about the assessments. They're doing favorites. They're doing all this. Great speech she had in front of the council. I don't think they appreciate it, because she is basically calling them out. She's got no fear. She's doing politics for the right reasons. She's not a rich person. She's not a famous person. She's just a person who wants to do it right. So we want to catch up with her. We want to bring her in here. So she wanted to run with the Republican. I don't think she was totally on board with all the Republican. Not going to do Democrat. So she decided to go independent and get about 600 signatures, where, in fact, a bunch of these people came at her with signs and everything, telling people not to sign a petition. Well, I think that just helped her get the signatures. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on here. And then we're not going to have Lucy tonight. Lucy's dad is very old, and he's got some health issues, and she's taking care of that. And she will not be on tonight. So say some prayers for her dad. He is old. I mean, he is, when you get old like us, we have problems. I got problems right now. So just say a prayer for me too. So here we go. Here's Janee. All right, Janee, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. We got to quit meeting like this. I'll tell you. Every time I see you, the first time I met you was down at Micah's, down at the lakes, the Princess Lakes or whatever they were, Corners and all that. And I saw your video and I said, man, this gal, she's got it together here. And I would think that if you were pointing out these issues, they would embrace you and say, Janee, we're going to fix it. We're going to do this. Yeah. But what did they do? When you came forward, what did they do?
Well, pretty much no one wanted anything to do with it, like on either side. As far as like Republican, Democrat, the Republicans didn't want to look bad. So it's not that people didn't see or believe what I was saying, but they were like, that's too messy. We don't want to look bad. That's we just would rather ignore it. And then the others, like the county, they band together. They wanted to silence me, squash it, like be quiet.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, they've done some bad stuff.
Yeah, literal hell. I'm 2 years in, and it has been the most soul-sucking, draining, like.
Well, but one thing that, I like to pick out a word for a year, like 2020, we would say COVID. We'd say COVID. Yeah. 2026, I think, is fraud. Or if we would have do it to 25.
Yeah.
And you started blowing this whistle on this. Basically, it's fraud, because you're not assessing things right, and you're covering things.
It's fraud.
It's fraud.
Hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
So you were, people tell me I'm ahead of my times, but you were ahead of your time on this thing. And, and then last year we had the property tax. They had a chance to fix some property taxes in there. And they didn't. So, I mean, you're coming of age here right at the right time. Now, I got a question. I'm going to bring Brad and Tiffany on here in a minute. But have you noticed people paying attention?
They are now. People are now.
And are you getting enough attention to get those people to not go in and vote DNR?
I hope so. I mean, I'm sure trying my best. Like, it's this year, finally, because like I said, I'm 2 years in. And it's just pretty much just been crickets. And then, it was just like a few here or there, or maybe in private. But I mean, people, they're stirred. I've caused enough of an issue that people are paying attention. They're aware.
So I watched your signature gathering thing, and I kept seeing these people protesting you getting signatures
from the assessor's office.
What the? I mean, and yet you made it easily. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hard time. I told you how to get these signatures. You line up on primary day and you just go out there. I know,
That
but
was
you
my
did.
that was my plan.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
that's right. I remember
day,
you had something to do
it
that day.
poured down rain.
Yeah, I
Like, it
did
was,
rain.
I
Yeah,
know.
it was.
Oh, that was
It
my
was. I was
plan.
out
And
in it for Sarah
yeah.
Brown and you know what? I'll come down there. I mean, it probably won't help you get elected if I come down and hold a sign up, but I'll come down there and stand in the rain for you because I believe in candidates. Sarah Brown, I stood 12 hours
Yeah.
holding the sign in the rain on and off. So yeah, but
Them protesting, because it was the assessor's office that showed up to protest. It's the main ones that are committing the fraud, and the
yeah, of
Nexus
course.
field rep. And so all that did was help me, because people were like, hang on a minute. Why are you protesting someone just being a candidate, like just running? And that honestly helped me. It opened people's eyes a lot to hang on.
Yeah. Have
This
you been
isn't
able to get
normal.
some donations to help with the process or? Is
Yeah,
there,
well, so I was holding off on donations until I wanted to make sure that I got my signatures and was going to be an official candidate before I started accepting money. So that went through, but I've taken a break for the past few weeks. So I'm getting ready to pick that back up. But yeah, I have a bank account set up, ready to take donations, but there's a hearing this week actually with the election board. They're still trying to like
so what's their,
kick me
what's
out.
their, I mean, are you like Whitty in the Libertarian Party or are you
I
like,
mean, every single time it's like, what I do now. So I had made like just that clip you showed of that preacher, like a joke. I had put a sarcastic Facebook post on, and I was having a hard time getting the signatures and just frustrated. And I helped everybody in the county like do their appeals, just as far as like teaching them, how to read their property record card, just what the grade was, what the changes were, and just letting them know what their rights were. And I had made a post saying that I'm not doing this for money, but that I'm going to start charging a sheet of signatures to help people. It was a joke. The assessor filed a complaint with the election board saying that I was like bribing people and taking bribes, that I was only helping people in exchange for their signatures. And she said that I was violating state code, that I was presenting myself as a tax representative, which again is false. A tax representative is somebody that you're representing somebody in an appeal, in an actual appeal. As far
you were
as
just giving out instructions?
as far as speaking about, you can talk about property tax assessment. I can, the process, like we all can. There's not a law that forbids anyone from teaching that.
This is just a
So that was
bunch
the first time, and this is the first time they had a hearing.
Oh,
So
they already.
by candidacy laws in Indiana, if someone files a complaint against you, the election board has to let you know. Well, they didn't do that. They didn't. They had a hearing without me present. They didn't let me know. They didn't notify me, and they
Did they have a
decided
result?
to. Well, they decided to table it to see if I could get my signatures to actually be a candidate. And so
Oh,
now this Thursday, last month was their meeting, but they canceled it because I told them I was coming, and which I'm coming this time too. But the word on the street is they're going to vote on if they're going to send this to the prosecutor to try to sue me for candidacy again.
yeah. Well, it's like
Yeah.
Andy Peter. He's a based photographer. I met him down at the State House. We became friends automatically. He says, "Hey, that's the problem with joking around with clubhouse Republicans. They might take you seriously." It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it is to the point where you're so afraid to say something. You're afraid to have a meeting. You're
Mhm.
afraid to go out and get signatures. And this is not a left only thing. This is a right. These are the
This
right
is
nut jobs.
everybody.
The right
Yeah.
nut jobs are the same way. They're protecting their territory. But
Mhm.
I just want to bring everybody up to date with
Yeah.
what you're going on. Now I'm going to bring Tiffany and Brad on. They patiently waited back there. I'm going to have to put extra money in their paycheck because of the wait, I'm sure. Let's
Hey,
see.
you guys.
Wait.
Brad.
I know.
I made sure to get
There
my
you
Bud
go.
Light to be on here, and I messaged John. I'm like, John, is Brad on? Because I'm bringing my Bud
Heck
Light.
yeah. All right.
Sorry, I couldn't. My
And
blood
see,
pressure's
isn't
high. I
that
can't
that's a
indulge.
good advertising campaign that nobody has an issue with here, right? Like
Yeah.
the Colts being on there, nobody's gonna boycott Bud Light forever.
Well,
right?
Peyton Manning is a large stockholder of the Anheuser-Busch. So,
Oh,
yeah, that's the only beer he ever drank.
He does everything the right way, I think. I love Peyton Manning. I could watch videos of him.
He is. He's just a big,
explaining-
lovable
I like
teddy
him.
bear kid.
Yeah.
He's almost as warm and fuzzy as Whitmer.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Just a little bit off.
Yeah.
So Tiffany, how you doing tonight? You back in town, or are you still out across the country?
I'm home.
Okay, good. Good to see you back at the homestead. So I'm counting down my months of living in Indiana. We're counting down to October. And Janee, you'll have to come up. Well, you'll be busy campaigning, but you have to come up to our party on the 12th, where we say, come stop by. It's like a stop by and say bye party.
Yeah. So I mean, is it like a done deal?
The city came, wrote me up for stuff in my backyard, and I'm done with them. I'm just anonymous caller. And I live in Mars Hill, and our motto here is we have to have 7 cars in the front yard, and if 2 of them are on blocks with no license plate, you can't stay. You can't stay here in Mars Hill. So we have no homeowners association, but we got this thing called the city that's paid. So anyway,
it's bad here.
Straw that broke my camel's back, but I did see a post of a bear standing on the corner by our house, a big one, not one of those little ones, a big bear. So I got that to look forward to, but I'd rather deal with that bear than the city.
Was it a black bear or a brown bear?
Yeah.
Hey, before we get started, you saw my video about the Blythe Potter and the Danny Anderson. I'm going to start with you, Brad. What did you think about that? Because that's one of your people. You got to get that person.
I wanted to say something about all the
Start with the filler and the Botox. Start with the filler and the Botox.
Wait, on who? I thought you meant on me. I'm like, Botox. Damn it. Come on, Tiffany.
Well, I mean,
I got to get rid of these crow's feet, but that's, neither here nor there. So,
not you, but in that video that he showed.
No, well, let's just talk about watching Whitty's show too. I don't know how everyone on the left has to answer for everything that everybody does all the time. I don't think that that's the same thing. I mean, does the right have to answer for attacks on Planned Parenthood or the Westboro Baptist Church? There are severe extremes in each side, and so Whitty playing the video of Charlie Kirk was wrong. It's not the same thing.
I'm going to push back on that because
no, and that's fine.
Your comment was, protests are. No, they're not, Brad. I mean, you look at the craziness, your buddy, Cassie, you look at the crazy people that come and do that, and they just want to disrupt, and they're not there for anything good.
They want to disrupt, but it's not, I mean,
no, it's disrupting.
The people I know aren't the violent ones. So I don't know how I'm supposed to talk to anybody to say don't be violent before.
You are. And I'll go along with when I met you the first time, you were one of the good people at Tiffany's thing. Tiffany lived through this crap, 4 years ago or whatever. And I was impressed with how you handled yourself. And that's how you got on the show. Because I was like, hey, this guy, he's not a crazy lefty. I had to look high and low. It took me 3 years to find one. But there he is, right there. He's got his cat on here and everything. There's proof.
He heard you talking.
Not crazy, quite like
lefty, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like
and I love that Larry Silver talked about the 1776 fund.
Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think they're not going to get that.
It's not supposed to be happening, but now Todd Blanche is going to get confirmed, and I don't think I'm a fan of that either. It's still going to come back.
It's going to be somebody we don't like. We might as well be somebody we don't like, right? Tiffany, what do you hear in that deal with? I mean, like I said, you've lived through the tolerant left.
So it was just really funny because I was listening to the guy talk and kind of explaining about his family and stuff. And I thought it was really interesting. And it actually made me go get a picture of Michaela. And so this is a picture of my daughter the day I brought her home from the hospital.
Oh, wait, I gotta get my glasses on.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she's yeah. So that's confusing.
Me,
That's
me,
confusing.
wait. Me, my daughter. And you can't really tell, but she was just pink with this jet black hair. And I just really wonder when we would go and do stuff. And then this is another picture of her when she was little.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, she's got a little tan going now.
And so I just really wonder what people used to think when they would see me and her together, because she was so very fair skinned. Here's another one. And so I don't have a problem with him, making light of the different skin tones in his family. I'm sorry if you can't really see that.
Yeah, we can see enough.
I can see.
But and I just thought it was interesting. And I will tell you, in the African American community, if people see something that doesn't look right, they'll ask. And so I had drinks on Friday. I had drinks on Friday with a friend, and he was telling me that his wife, her mom is from Jamaica, and her dad is of Irish descent, so red hair, fair skin. And her mom's brown, and he took his wife to a family reunion. And after the hush died down and came back up, the question was, what is you? And people naturally wonder when they see families and they have different skin tones and stuff like that. And I just think that it's some of the wonder and curiosity that people have. And I think about it, and if you know anything about you remember in high school biology where you'd have to do the little 2x2 squares.
Yeah, the Punnett square.
Yeah, and you look at like recessive traits and dominant traits, and
blue eyes, brown eyes. Yeah,
exactly. So I was listening to it from that kind of standpoint, and I do wonder. My daughter is she's half brown and half, I guess, Scandinavian or whatever. And I do wonder about, my grandkids, what are they going to look like? If she were to marry a brown guy, they'd probably be more brown. And if she doesn't marry a brown guy, they're not going to be very brown. And, it's just a wonder. I'm going to love them either way, kind of like the pastor said, but you just kind of wonder what they're going to look like. What kind of surprises am I going to get? I'm going to have somebody who comes out, brown and curious and cute like me, but with blue eyes. Wouldn't that be super cute?
But
as you know, I'm going to be grandma. So I just think it is fair.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think it's fair to wonder what our grandchildren are going to look like, because we're going to love them. And I think that he may not have used words that set well with people, but I think it all came from the right place. And to your point, John, we have to stop canceling people and trying to cancel people when they say and do things that we don't agree with.
Yes.
When are we going to give people the space to respectfully disagree? And also, to your point, Brad, when are we going to be able to have conversations where we stick to what we're actually discussing and not try to bring in, that suitcase of baggage? Well, you said hello. What do you mean hello? Blah, 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 blah. Your people believe it's a flat earth. So there's no tomorrow if there's a flat, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we just stick to issues and remember to show people respect? Because in certain ways, we're moving backwards and we're starting to drag.
We're just moving to a point where we're just, it's a powder keg and just gas on it.
We're starting to drag our knuckles.
The thing that really set me off was her tone and her attitude, how she was, on her high horse, of how she's going to lecture everybody and preach to us about, just don't get me going again. Don't get me going.
And I can see that, John. And I understand people get mad about tone policing, or whatever the hell that even means. It's a term I've heard before. But no, I think you're right. Like the delivery of the message is important.
Rolling her eyes
well, it can't be from like a higher place. And then even the way that what bothered me a little bit was the way that she described like the people of Johnson County. She's like, I know the people that go to this church. They're lovely people. And I'm like,
And then she decides, then she goes down and says, "Oh, but they didn't boo him." We don't boo in church, and
Well, no, and to think that everybody goes away from a sermon or from like some sort of some sort of church service with everybody has the same message and interpretation of it. I think a lot of people kind of take church very personally, and whatever the sermon is, like they put it to their own life. It's not always, it might not be what I thought. It might be what other people thought. So
well, and I think that I'm certain she didn't go to that church, but somebody probably sent it to her, and like me, she got triggered in a different way. But my thing is like, Danny did a whole sermon, and I was the red letters, and the red letters in the Bible are what Jesus said. His sermon was on humility after that. And I mean, he was so hot. He took the highest high road you could take on this. And like I said, I was at both. Now you think about how the Holy Spirit works. I do church peer review, right? I go to a different church every Sunday. What's the likelihood of me going to the same church 2 weeks in a row when this happened? So I feel like I'm a little bit of, I don't have any permission for Danny to say any of this, none of that stuff. But last Sunday I saw Danny, and I hadn't been in a while, and I feel like I got to be his like little guardian angel here on this because he's not going to say it. He took the high road. He's not going to say it. But this is a perfect example of the crap that these people do. And I'm sorry, but this was just basically it was him being personal with his concern, and he wanted to share it. And then she comes in there and tries to mic it back with him.
So, John, do you remember a day when people would do things that you did not like or agree with, and you simply did not consume it?
You just ignore it.
You did.
You just go. You just move on.
And you certainly didn't give your take and then post it for everybody else. Because the thing is that like people, it's like fanning the flames of a fire. Yeah. If you don't like it, don't share it for everybody else to share. If you're offended, if you don't like it, I don't quote the Bible like everybody else, but there's something in the Bible, and it says, if you have a problem with a man, you go to the man. You don't go to his friends and his family. You go to the man first.
Yeah. Well, this is how it goes. This is in Matthew.
Right,
first,
Doug,
you go to the person. And if that disagreement doesn't, you go to a smaller group, and then you go to the elders. There is a process. And,
people will not do a confrontation, though. They're going to make a Facebook post.
Yeah, well, it's so easy to throw it out there.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got 30,000 followers on the TikTok. I mean, she's an influencer. And my thing is like, okay, Danny is so apolitical. He has nothing to do with that. And then she's giving him the Micah Beckwith treatment. Now, Micah deserves everything he gets. He stuck his nose into the politics. He is a lightning rod for that. There's other Don Bates over in Beech Grove, same thing. He got in politics. He deserves whatever that he gets.
He's just following the voice of God, John. Just let him go on his path, man.
And Danny has helped so many people too. And I do call him a therapist preacher. I mean, he definitely will apply the teachings of the Bible to your life. There's a lot of application in there. So anyway, we're getting ready to get that. Hey, are you going to let Janee talk? Remember when we did that to what's her face? That was running for the governor or whatever. She said, I didn't get to talk any. But anyway, so wait, I want to ask. I don't want to get you unelected to anything, but what did you think about that? I mean, you're obviously been persecuted by a group, and we're just going to call it a group, not left, not right, not anything, but a group. They probably posted some pretty nasty stuff about you, didn't they?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, people actually though, they lay off because I let them have it. I don't care anymore. I mean, I'm too much. I should tone down. I know I should watch my mouth sometimes, but I'm 2 years in, and I mean, did everything they could to like destroy my life. I don't even care anymore. I say a lot of things I shouldn't, but a lot of people, they just locally, they don't say anything to me too much.
We've all run for office, and we all start out trying to be that holier than thou. Tiffany, I've seen your transformation because you tried to be the nice gal, and I'm going to say what I do at the party, but I want to not piss off the grassroots people. And I've noticed, Tiffany, you're more
I'm to
yourself.
the point. I'm rolling up.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
roll
right
up to
now.
your front
And
door.
I don't know if Brad ever got there, but for the most
No,
part,
no. I
same with
think
me. I was like,
my only hater is Witty. I think he's the only person.
what is your buddy?
Well, we're frenemies.
So
we're actually best friends. Too.
And I don't see it changing. Does anybody see these things changing too much? I mean,
but like, how extreme are each side going to get? You know, like, and I feel like it's up to people in the middle to just start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you're in the middle, then everybody hates you.
Well,
right, hates you in the left.
I will tell you that the middle, I think, are the independents, and we are seeing the rise of the independents. And
I think so.
And that's what's going to happen is, every election moving forward, you won't be able to predict a true red blue victory. It's going to be who can win the middle. And it used to be that the middle was pretty slim, but it's grown to 40%, enough to swing an election either way. And so, and I'm not saying that you've got to pander to everybody, but I think successful candidates have to be able to look themselves in the eye and feel right about what they're saying. You got to be able to sleep at night and look at yourself. And you've got to be able to know the shit from the shinola.
Yeah,
you do. And I did not win my election, and I've gotten feedback and people told me I was running more of a general campaign than a primary campaign. But at the end of the day, I'm a common sense Republican. I'm never going to I'm an elected Republican in Hamilton County. I was never going to paint myself into an ultra conservative corner to win a primary. That was never going to happen. Because that's
you got dirty politics. You got dirty politics.
Yeah,
you're not going to take that picture with the cowboy hat and like the AK.
I did that. You know what? A couple years ago, when I was running for city council, I did go to the state fair, and I think I took a picture with some goats. But I love. But this is the thing. This is what I love. This is what I love is that when you can truly, being at the state fair, talking. I love 4-H kids. If they love the animals,
they're
I love
great.
the animals.
Yeah.
If you can show me what you can make that pig do, I am for it. I am for you. And that's one of the things I love about Hamilton County, especially our rural areas, is that these people, it's who they are. Is an expression of things that have been passed down from generation to generation. If you see me showing an animal at the fair,
it's going to be that little dog of yours.
I'm not going to do as well as a 12-year-old, but I respect what they're doing. If those kids love it, I love it. I've been to school board meetings where the 4-H kids are there. I love their corduroy jackets. I think they are nice. Navy with gold lettering. I love the leadership skills, the presentation skills. I love everything about 4-H. And I think if we'd had it at my school, I probably would have been like the brown kid in 4-H. And they'd been like, really? And I'm like, yeah.
So what kind of animal would you have had?
So considering we were not like a dog inside the house kind of person, it would have had to have been, I don't know what kind of small farm animal I could have had. I might have had like Charlotte.
Maybe a rabbit.
A rabbit, or no, I'm talking about like Charlotte from like Charlotte's Web. That's probably what my mom
little pig.
would have let me have. But I love it. I love 4-H.
Yeah, well, it teaches you
I'd have
about
cows. I'd have cows, but people would have to take them away from me. Like I would get attached. Like it'd be like Billy Crystal and City Slickers. You just want to take them home as a pet.
Yeah. Well, Brad, I ran cows for 20 years, and after you have cows for 20 years, you realize how dumb they are, and that when they get out, you get really. It's not hard to take.
I've seen. Yeah.
By the time you're done with spilling all that hay for them, and they poop on everything, and they break your fence, and the next thing you know, they're eating your neighbor's
They
tulips.
break your fence.
Yeah, they break
And
your fence.
you're like fixing stuff. You're like, I'm glad I'm gonna eat you. Just
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who says that?
Tasty burgers.
I'm glad
Somebody
I'm
who
going
has
to eat you.
Well, I mean,
Although I
cows
did
are
get a
pretty
tender one
delicious.
the other day at the store, so I'm glad I'm going to eat you.
Meanwhile, down in
Meanwhile, back at
Bloomington,
the ranch.
meanwhile, down in Bloomington, we're just trying to have some fun tonight. But so in Monroe County, the assessors right now it's made up of some Republicans. Is that correct or not? Does Bloomington, the city, have much effect on the whole county, or where is the most concentrated votes that you need to get?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, so the Republican Party, there's not much of a presence here in Monroe County.
Girl, then
at
you
all.
better go on that college campus and get those kids who are voting with their college IDs.
Yes.
and
Well,
get them
I'm
to
going
vote
to.
for you.
I'm
You
going
should
to
reach
get 'em
out.
because it
Reach out to
affects them
Sage
too.
Steele.
Oh my gosh.
It affects renters as much as homeowners too. It really does.
We
because
we should go to the bars in Bloomington on like a Friday, Saturday night
done.
and just
Say less.
campaign. Oh my gosh. We'll get t-shirts and we'll talk to kids. Oh my
When we
gosh.
go-
John's the DD.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're coming back for
Okay,
that one.
I'm not banned
There's
for
a
drinking because of my blood pressure. So
There's
I'm
a
not drinking.
huge conservative. A lot of the people are conservative. That just where the Republican Party is just so weak and not much of a presence, they just don't get involved. They don't really get out and vote. You know what I mean? But they're stirred. And the whole issue with property tax, I mean, it's everybody. It's Democrat. It's if you're independent. You know what I mean? This is.
And maybe you do build a case for needing an independent assessor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, you're going to be.
Whoa, Tiffany.
Whoa, that was mine. That was
That's-
big, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's not.
I mean,
let
I
up
definitely-
there,
We're gonna clip that.
I feel like I've got a good shot.
Here's a screenshot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
No,
Oh,
but that, you know,
Brad
I mean,
can't
like,
do it.
no, I love the fact that, like, you know, I feel like we're rooting for you too. Like, it doesn't matter, like, party wise. I feel like everybody
Yeah.
that's been associated with the show, I think we're all just kind of fed up with how things are.
Yeah.
And we just
I mean,
want
tonight would be a
new
perfect example of that,
maneuvering,
of everything.
you know.
I know my
Yeah.
county assessor and I like him very much. I am not fed up, but I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it is
So-
outside of Monroe County. It's a statewide problem. Like
Oh, yeah.
the
Here it
Indiana
is.
tax assessment system, it's illegal, honestly.
Well-
It's worse than the one it replaced. It's bad.
Janee, they my house right here in Marcel was
Mhm.
raised in 2020 for 45,000. It is now, they've raised it every year, every single year. It's now
Uh-huh.
338,000.
Yeah.
John, way
That's
to
a
go,
little-
man. That's great,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. Well, I'm going to
It's,
sell
it's,
it.
You can sell it for that much.
it's
back
increasing
there.
the market.
There's my beautiful little house. And I laid all those bricks by myself with no helper. Look at the blend.
Let's be
Look at
honest,
the blend.
though.
It's
Is this
perfect.
all?
That
Is this
blend's
all?
perfect to the darks and the lights. Unlike Danny's sermon, that thing's perfect right there.
Oh, look
See
at
what I
you,
did there? See what I did?
Mr.
There you go.
Integration. Look at you. I got the darks and the lights.
I got them all. Hey, look, that's
Dude,
diversity.
Mr. Diversity, equity, and
Diversity.
inclusion right there.
So now this is really going down the rabbit hole.
You
but
know,
the
I
guy-
call him John Luther King.
John Lee. Yeah, that's right. I got a dream. I got a dream. So the guy that taught me how to lay bricks, you see the little pattern there? He would
Oh,
always
my
put
God.
two with one on top, like three together and make a little pattern. So, you know, it's just bricklayers not being bored laying bricks. So anyway, I digress from all these things. Oh, it's funny. I laid the bricks on Danny's church 30 years ago. So, down there in Greenwood.
See?
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's fun getting old in those respects, but it's not fun getting old. But anyway, back to the program. Come on, Brad, focus.
Back to the ranch. Meanwhile,
Focus.
back-
No,
No,
you're just
Larry Silver is
ADD
telling
us.
everybody to be like me and join a libertarian party. And
Go
I
to a
have
Fish concert.
Are you a libertarian now, Brad?
no,
he's
I'm
trying
not.
to recruiting.
Oh,
But Larry
No,
Larry
I'm
has
not
been
interested.
are you coming
actively
out, Brad?
recruiting me.
Are you coming out?
Yeah, you know.
They're still-
well, I didn't want to
they're
say
still-
anything. Just
They're still talking about eating a cow that they raised.
that was
See,
hilarious.
the-
Andy
the
Peter,
cow
that
comments.
made me laugh. That was pretty hilarious.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff. So
Someone
how are we
put
going
in
to
here
get
they
your
like
message
big
out?
fat cows.
I mean, we need to get your message out. Do you have like, man, what do we got? What's our plan?
What's my plan?
Yeah.
Bloomington bars, football season.
Yeah, because I took a break
Oh.
as soon as I was hitting it pretty hard to get the signatures, but I've got all my court cases on the side going. I mean, there's a lot going on behind the
and-
scenes, and it's just wore me down. And so I've taken a break for like the past probably like 3 weeks, and I'm getting ready to pick it back up. But definitely,
I mean, it's summer still. It really doesn't
yeah,
get warm till
we're
September.
gonna do festivals, parades, wanting to have a property tax rally, hit the campus.
So
but I mean,
who could I
people are
get to
stirred
go on the
down there.
Mouthwash? Brad, will you come down and go on the Mouthwash tour? We'll go wear our t-shirts and go out there and do stuff. throw
Oh
candies,
man,
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know,
need to
John.
find
You mean Bloomington?
somebody
I'll
pick
get all the
me.
cutters, the stone guys. Go ahead, Tiffany. Go ahead, Tiffany. Go.
So you've got to get to IU, and you got to find some kids in political science department
Mm-hmm.
who maybe need maybe some graduate students, somebody who
Wait, they
needs
have one still?
somebody needs hours or something
Mm-hmm.
like that to really help you and maybe lead the effort on the college campus.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And I've
really
had a lot of them message me. I've
like,
had
yeah.
several message that because it is a bipart, it's everybody. It's young, old, first time homeowner. If you're a
But
renter,
but I think aside from that,
they like the message.
I think that, yes, I think an
Mm-hmm.
independent assessor, I think that really speaks to where young people are in terms of their political identities, not
Mm-hmm.
wanting to align with mom or dad either way,
Mm-hmm.
but being in that independent space. And then I also think that somebody has got to find the right words to be able to say, hey, I know you're going to vote straight ticket, but for this particular role, I need you to come back and pick me up.
Yeah.
And and that needed to be the messaging in Indianapolis when we were asking Democrats to vote for Republican candidates. It's like, hey, I know you're going to vote straight ticket Democrat. You know what?
Yeah.
For county prosecutor, I need you to pick up the Republican. We need some balance here. It's the right thing to do. Vote all D and vote for me. Vote all D and pick me up. You know what I'm saying? You got to. We need a rapper or somebody who's really clever with making things rhyme. If it rhymes, it's easier for people. We need a jingle, but whoever can articulate, vote straight ticket and vote for me, blah, blah, it'll work.
So let's say all this is successful and you win. So when you go in and look at, are you going to do an audit of all the assessments?
Oh yeah. I want to do a forensic
tell us
audit.
your plan. Tell us your plan.
So as soon as I get in, because I've told everybody, listen, there's no one else. I'm it. You're going to have to deal with me. I'm the only one coming. And if I don't get in, you better make a 4-year plan, because small businesses, you're going to be gone. Low income home ownership, gone. Even like your lower, like middle class, gone. Like, and our small businesses are getting driven out of Bloomington. But this where it comes into like the college students. A lot of IU students, they settle here in Bloomington. They're not going to be this next generation. You're not going to be a homeowner because you're not going to be able to afford it. You're going to rent. But I want to get in there. I want to do a forensic audit, which it'll take. It's going to be a nightmare to do that. But I want to.
You'll have some staff. You got some staff in mind. I mean, I don't want to get you too.
I'm clearing the Carter. Oh, I've got a staff in mind.
Okay. There's probably some good ones that are there that would like, that won't turn into be, not really. Yeah. Well,
I would keep maybe 2.
Take a page out of Micah Beckwith's work, but don't anybody that's left, adios. Curtis Hill, he got rid of them and it worked out good. But
the majority of them have been in there for 20 years or more with the assessor, and they got to go. They're going. Yeah.
Well, and I think that once they figured out they could assess without actually going to the property, and they could do it with the fair market value and stuff. So in Florida, you buy your house and that's where your property tax is until you sell it. So my house in Florida was built in '84 and it's one owner. Is like $2,000. I can't wait to get my $12,000 bill this year because it's gonna go up. But at least where you're going with that is. Hopefully it won't go up more than that. Like every year, mine goes up 10 to 15 to 20,000 on assessing, and I've got I'm not getting anything more, nothing. But anyway, so you got your staff in there. You're doing that. I guess so. Folks are going to probably see some relief just from that, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I want to, because every year they up it. Off of what they call as trending. I want to freeze that, knock that off, stop it, do this forensic audit. And yeah, I want to work with, people, their assessed values, they're probably 50-60% over like what they should be. But
a lot of these houses are people that bought them back in '84, and they, I found my closing statement to my mom and dad's house. I'm cleaning out stuff as we're moving. And it was on one sheet of, Tiffany, you'll enjoy this. It was on one sheet of paper, Bob Cook Realty, South Side. The house was $24,000, had about 4 or 5 line items, and that was it. $24,000 house. There you go. So I don't know why we've made it. I think crooked people have made our life hard. We bear the cross from crooked people.
And then outside of
when you say that, do you mean lawyers? Because they're the
Yes,
ones
I do.
that are writing
We mean
everything.
librarians, Brad. We mean librarians.
Starts with
Yeah, because we're the evil ones.
Yeah, you are. You guys
Said
have
it.
those book fines. You put the book fine on people.
No, most places are fine free now. It's
look, now you can't even break
Janee,
the law with a book.
Can I ask you about how much blame can you put on Rod Bray so that everybody jumps on that boat? I guess like does the Indiana legislature, like how have they impacted the property tax issue by not addressing it? Kind of, I guess, if you can kind of comment on that.
Me?
Yeah.
Or John?
I'll comment, but I want to hear what you got to say first.
As far, so the property tax, like I said, it's not just Monroe County. It's the whole entire assessment system. But all the state reps, senators, governor, they don't want to say a word about it. They don't want anything to do with it. Attorney General, State Board of Accounts, everybody's kind of like, la, 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 la. Not me. Go to them. I don't want anything to do with it. And I mean, it's.
Yeah, they love that local rule when it
it goes to that whole thing. Well, we don't want to look bad. We don't want to be the person respond, because it's gonna, guys, it's gonna bring this whole thing down.
So what happens?
But it's made it worse.
Yeah.
They're just being complacent. They're being complacent with it, and they're allowing it. They're letting it happen to everybody. They're letting it happen to all.
You're gonna do this reassessing, and this is one of the things that Florida's doing.
I want to get it into the courts. Honestly.
Yeah, we'll get into the court, but then that money's going to have to be replaced or reduced. So I would think
here's another thing, because I was in the auditor's office. There is a lot. This property tax money is not going to roads and schools. There is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse.
No, Elon. Get
out of here.
I mean,
the government wastes money? No.
So I know they're going to have to replace it, but listen, way overstaffed. I mean, there's a lot.
In other words, and I'm a big proponent of let's tighten the belt. We don't need all these people.
Listen, Monroe County and Bloomington, you're going to get ready to go on a big O diet. If I go in there, you're getting ready to get Ozempic, because I'm not having it.
Yeah, well, and that's part of the thing. So if you another reason why we're moving is if you own your house on January 1 this year, you get I think either a 150 or 250 off of your homestead assessment. So they're sort of easing it out. So I would say, I mean, if you get in there and you look at these forensics and they're like, oh man, these people are drunk like a sailor on the spending. I can't get all this out in one time. Would you have like a phasing in policy on that? Like, hey, we're going to cut you 40% now. Or you're just like, let's go. Let's take that Band-Aid off.
That's what it needs to be. When they're having, like in the summer and early fall, everyone's having all these budget meetings. So that's how your tax rates, the assessor turns in the assessed values to the Department of Local Government Finance. And then when your county budget, city budget, school budgets are all passed, they turn it in to the state. And then that's how they calculate your tax rates. Well, people need to be more aware and get more involved into these budgets of no, you're not doing that. Like, we don't want, they need to start paying attention to the overspending. But yeah, to me, this is the way it is. I'm not phasing in anything.
This tax thing's been 20 years in the making. Bart Peterson basically lost
when it was passed in 2001 is when it was implemented.
The circuit breaker?
That was in 2000. This new assessment system. It's been a problem since then, and it just needs. You just have to.
It seems like they didn't figure out they could do that. Then all of a sudden, around 2018, it's like, hey, I think we can raise these assessments and get around the circuit breaker, the 1-2-3% increase, which we still get that, and you still get your higher assessment. It's
of the deductions, your circuit breakers, all of it. It's a joke.
It's just basically
it's to trick you into thinking you're getting relief, and you're not.
Man, I wish we had Lucy here so she could say property tax
taxation is theft.
Yeah, taxation is
theft.
There you go. That's I named the show that because You know, and
Yeah.
on this, it's a reoccurring tax on something we've already paid for. It's not even a sales
Mhm.
tax. Sales tax, at least have an argument that something new has been created, but this isn't something new.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
going to
no,
come
I
down.
mean, you got new protection for that year. You got new fire protection for that year. You got
Cheese
Yeah.
here. Cheese. We can listen to the meathead up there.
You know,
Yeah. Anybody
like-
who's trying to fix the property tax issue with like, hey guys, we're going to introduce a new bill. No, that is not the answer. Like,
They get rid of the old one.
any kind of a
Yes.
bill is
Yeah.
crap. It's a lie, and whatever deduction they're offering, lie. It is. Your
So look-
deductions are crap.
We're gonna keep it to an hour tonight, but I want one last question. Do you think that we should have one whole session where a lawmaker can't make a new law, but they have to go back and fix 5?
Oh yes, yes.
Could that be a
Let's do
winning
that.
strategy? Because I mean, we still got like spitting on the sidewalk, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that seems.
Hey,
I don't know.
when I got married in Alabama, it was illegal.
What? Get married?
Oh
You rebel, you.
Yeah, because my husband was it was a interracial marriage that was still on the books, and
that's crazy.
like, yeah, I don't know if it's still on the
Wow.
books. But
Well,
when
hey.
I was filing for divorce, I was talking to my attorney. I was like, hey, when we got married, it was illegal. I mean, do we really need to go through all of this? And she said, yeah.
Well, you know, we talk about,
Oh.
you know, the gay marriage thing. You think about gay marriage before they had that. You didn't have all this divorce. Now we have gay divorce. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm like, okay,
Like,
you
why
guys-
wouldn't they think that was going to happen? Like, that's one of my
Oh,
arguments.
because
like,
we're in
I'm like,
love, Brad. We're in love.
Exactly.
We're in the
But
most
that
love
was
of
my
anyone
argument for
ever.
gay
Oh,
marriage. The
oh,
entire time
dear
was like,
Brad.
watch how miserable they will actually be. They'll be like regular married people. And
Sometimes
it'll
they
be
get
horrible.
goddamn
And
glitter.
some of them will get divorced. And so it's just going to, it's not everything.
And the
it's cracked
lawyers
up to
make
be.
more money. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
you got
so-
the thing. That is the
Yeah.
all goes
Yeah.
back to
wedding
that.
industry. But I think, you know, hey, it's their constitutional right, life, liberty, and
Yeah.
pursuit of happiness.
Just let it be. Yeah. But it's just funny that was a shocker. It's like, of course.
Yeah. Well, I know. It just some
Yeah,
things
well,
don't
gay
get thought.
marriage, gay divorce, gay unhappiness. I mean, like, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
everybody have
It's
it.
like they're
I mean,
it's like
Brad
they're
and
other
I, we're
people.
both divorced. John, were you married
I'm
previously? Janae, have you ever?
Oh, divorced, happily divorced. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
Oh, we
we've all
could- we
run for
could-
office and we've all been divorced. I mean, we're a
Yeah.
bunch of losers on here. What
Well, we couldn't celebrate in June, you guys, for Nuclear Family Month. That was
yeah,
you
well,
know.
I
I
got
still
a-
love Tiffany's statement on that. That was wonderful.
I mostly had we got mostly a hand grenade family.
What
not
was
a
your
nuclear.
statement, Tiffany?
Oh, I can't remember. I mean, not to put her. It was very nice. Like, it was like, hey, we are families too, and it was just very much like, it wasn't nice being like, you know, singled out as not as good, you know.
So who doesn't have a mom and dad left anymore, right? My mom and dad have been gone for almost 40 years now. Brad, you got mom and dad, right? Still
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
mom. I have a mom still.
Mom, you got the dad, not dad passed away, mom and dad?
My dad's
Okay.
still here.
Yeah, dad. Oh, I'm the only orphan here.
Thinking about Lucy's dad, though. Well, and you can't, no, and that's from Kirby. Like, you can't call yourself an orphan. You're too
Why not?
old
I
to
know
be an
mom and
orphan.
dad. I'm like orphan Johnny.
Little orphan Johnny.
Little
orphan
Little
Johnny.
orphan
I've been
Johnny.
alive longer without my parents than my. That should be the rule. Little orphan Johnny over here. I
What
got a
else
crack
was he?
everything.
You said John Luther King.
John
Now
Luther,
you're
orphan
little,
King.
little
Yeah.
orphan Johnny.
Now you're little
orphan
John
Johnny.
Twist. Little John
Yeah.
Twist.
Little
More
Johnny.
food, please.
Ah, the little Johnny. Oh, yeah.
Johnny
Actually,
Twist.
I got black Irish in my family too. You know, don't tell
This
anybody.
is like, this has turned out to be a great ending to this. This is fantastic. Yeah. Sorry, I laughed a lot there.
Oh, yeah, we got a fan. So, but you know what? We should be able to come on here. You know, you brought
Oh,
up
there's my friend Scott.
you brought up Rod Bray. You know, and I heard I've been stuck in the truck a little bit on the way to play golf today. I had to listen to the Tony Katz this morning, and
As
yeah.
we enter the second hour. Go ahead.
yeah, you see the last 4 questions at this point in the program. So he was talking about Rod Bray and how he didn't come in and interview. And I've asked Rod. Rod was my lawyer back in the 90s when he fresh out of law school. I had to get some money from a guy that didn't pay me on his house. We got the case. He won the won the case. So I've known Rod for a while. And I'd asked him to come on the show, and he never even nothing. So, but you look at some of our people that have come on that maybe shouldn't have, maybe Jefferson Shreve, somebody like that. But for the most part, we come on and we have a good conversation. You're going to get to know Janee tonight. You're going to see that she's serious about what she's doing. She's got a plan. She's fun to talk to. I mean, I want more people like that in office. When are we going to get them, Tiffany? When?
Oh, wow. I don't know.
We have to get people to vote, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true, because a lot of people are getting turned off.
But John, I've also told you that even though you may not get the people that you ask, a lot of people watch your show. And I think that over the last 4 or 5 years, you're really doing a good service to the political community here in central Indiana and throughout the state, giving a voice and a platform to people to have conversations, to talk about grievances. I love the story about the policeman who ended up serving some time in jail over some paperwork. You know, that I bumped into him.
Oh yeah,
trying to get
Did I bump into them? I bumped into them. Did I see them at convention? I bumped into him.
Yeah, Joseph was up there and his wife. They're just true Americans. And if somebody deserves a pardon, it's him, not Fauci, not any of these other people. He got railroaded, and the Muncie police have been corrupt for years. Muncie's been corrupt for years, and they used him as a patsy. And I would say that's very close to the same thing as Jeremiah TV Ball with the Marion County Fairgrounds and all that business. They need a patsy, so they pick on that guy. So, but at some point, we got to start standing up for people, and I'm ready to do it. I mean, just like Pastor Danny did not deserve that from that. I'm not going to say it. Starts with a W and ends with an itch. I mean, it's like, sorry.
I would say it, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, you can't. You're a candidate still. You're a candidate still. We don't want to get you in trouble. We don't want to clip.
But you know, it is interesting sometimes when people take things, spin it, try to have their viral moment. Like you said, no, I guess she's an influencer, but you know, it's sometimes we have to use our superpowers for good sometimes. And I think that's a challenge for people.
I think we've, it's like anything, Facebook's great until you have the people.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Facebook first came out? I can remember having a conversation with somebody, and I think like 2009 about like, oh my gosh, like who should I be friends with? And somebody had said something like, if you wouldn't let them in the front door of your house, then you shouldn't be friends with them on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I've got about 6,300 followers, and I think I've gotten rid of about that many. Oh, they've gotten rid of me. I think about.
At some point, we threw that idea out the window.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Blythe Potter blocked me. I was looking for on TikTok, and I can't. No, I'm blocked.
Yeah.
So at least she knows who I am now. But
yeah.
Anyway,
So
hey, Blythe, run for something. I'm going to show up and heckle you.
Larry Silver said that MySpace is coming back. I think my daughter mentioned that too.
Is that a true thing?
I think I've seen that somewhere.
I missed the MySpace.
Old for MySpace. I never used it. So I would be like,
go to Twitter.
What?
Please go over to Twitter and help me be polite to people.
I love Twitter.
Twitter is just a hellscape, though. Everyone's like so much meaner
you know what?
than they are in real life.
This is my thing about social media. If you're going to be mean, you're going to be nasty, you're going to be truthful, you're going to be hateful, sign your name to it.
Yeah. There's a lot of bots on there. There's
Yeah.
Sign your name, show your face. If you're not willing to sign your name and show your face, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So that's a good ending note on a positive. Be positive this week, everybody. I'm going to try to be positive. So, Janee, like I said, we are serious about coming down there as the campaign.
I would love it.
So, especially on a Friday, Saturday night in Bloomington.
Yeah.
We'll
see
John,
Thursday
we got to.
If they're going to try to kick
me out.
We
got to expense that to the.
So you got that Thursday
count.
Yeah, Thursday day 1:30.
We need a sponsor.
We need people to go to that. Who could go? Can people go to that and heckle them?
Yeah, I have several people like saying they're going to show up to it.
Going to what? I'm so sorry. Going to what?
She's got a hearing Thursday. They're going to try to kick her out.
The election board. This is the second time. they're supposedly, this is just word on the street, they're going to vote if they're going to try to have the prosecutor pick up suing me for my candidacy again.
Is the prosecutor friendly for them or not?
I don't know.
That makes a big difference. That's what our problem here is.
I
County.
can't see the prosecutor knows all about this. I tried to give the property tax fraud to the prosecutor when I very first came forward, but I don't have the legal jurisdiction to do that. So I can't see that the prosecutor would even want to pick this up.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Speaking of prosecutors, and I wanted to ask this question, John. I'm sorry I didn't ask you ahead of time, but I need our heads together and I need some help from the chat group. So somebody reached out to me about some child abuse allegations that happened in Marion County. And there is there's a police report and there's some information that is sitting on a detective's desk, and they're trying to get it in front of the prosecutor. And if anybody has any ideas as to how to do that, you can inbox me. You can send me a message. You can tell John. But somebody has asked me to help them get something in front of the prosecutor, kind of moved up. It's an alleged child abuse case, and the mom doesn't want the child to be hurt anymore. And I know that I will need everybody's help to make something like that happen. I know my prosecutors, I know judges here in Hamilton County, but it will take the spirit of Mouthwash to help me.
So is this in Hamco or is this in Marion?
It's in Marion County.
Okay, in Lawrence, you said. Okay.
No, not in Lawrence. I don't think it's in Lawrence, but someplace in Marion County. And I have information. I can scan it in and email it to somebody. They're just looking for things to move off of someone's desk, actually, to a prosecutor
to move it along. Well,
move it along.
Do you want people to reach out to you for?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. That seems like something that's like very worthwhile.
And if you want to send anything in, it's mouthwashtalkshow@gmail.com, and I'll forward it right along. Or I'm sure you can find Tiffany on the social medias. She's out there.
The social medias.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, we got a lot of them.
So John,
I'm on the TikTok or on the threads. I have a 2 million view thread. Have you had 2 million views on anything?
I had one on Facebook once at the library.
Went that deep. My most on the TikTok is 215,000. That's a silly fish video.
All right, somebody's right. Let me write down Andy Peter. Hold on, let me write that down.
Oh yeah, Andy's a good dude. And then also contact Philip. He might want to use it for. Oh yeah, Andy messaged me. Andy, you're the best, man. Hey, we're going to be going down to John Rust's Oktoberfest.
I love him.
You want to go with us? It's on October 3rd at the barn. I know a guy that can get us in. It's really,
I love John.
I mean, last year the organ player there was just spectacular, and I know he'll have another one. And this year's theme is obviously the 250th. He's gonna, and he's got his whole house is an organ. I mean, it literally rattles that. I mean, it's and he saved about 14 organs.
Doors. Like
it goes all through the house. The whole house is made into pipes, and it is. You got it, Brad. You got to go. You got to go.
No, I meant Riders on the Storm kind of doors.
Oh yeah, they blow the door.
Can he do that with like the giant organ?
Oh yeah, he's got a piano. He's rescued 14 organs. So what happens? These churches, they're expensive to keep, so they just throw them away. So
I'm going though.
You know what? You need to talk to John Rust.
Yeah, well, I've been on his show a couple of times.
Is he a sponsor?
Oh, nice.
When you're ready to take donations? Like, yeah.
I love John. I'll have to tell him.
He's another one fight. We're really got a lot of people that are fighting on the outside. We need to all get together.
Yeah.
And row in the right direction. But man, it's like herding cats chasing butterflies on the back of girls.
John, we all have to meet at a library and be bussed there in vans to a private tent in the middle of nowhere at a private residence. to make sure that what we're doing is on the up and up.
Brad, Brad?
And you know what? No
now you know why the
person in
people in the
office is
hood
actually
work.
going to
Now
come
you
and
know
join
why
us.
people can't wear
They're
hoods.
actually going to cancel.
Now you know why
they're just going to
people
send videos.
Now you know why they wore hoods.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? And they were probably brilliant.
Did you notice
they were
it was
like,
a white tent?
We're gonna go scare some people and burn some shit
Look
down.
like that too.
But you know what? We are high members in the community that people respect. We better put our pillowcases on.
I love you so much.
I mean,
not those cheap cotton ones. I want silk.
But brilliant. You know,
So
horrible but brilliant. Now you know why they were hood. You know who understood before.
No.
Yeah.
Who understood before? Now you know.
Well, you know the we might as well just come out and say, I think it would be easier just to say you're a racist and just get it over with instead of, I noticed when I said I have the white privilege.
Do you know how much easier it would be if people were like, hi, I'm a racist? You'd be like, oh, great. I'm going to talk to you later.
Say now.
Or hey, I'm not going to ask you for a favor. We don't have to be Facebook friends unless you want to. You know what I'm saying? I think it's easier to navigate the world when you know where people stand.
Yeah.
Let's end the show on this quote from Johnny, what's that? Martin King, Johnny Martin King. This is my quote. The most segregated time in America is between 10 and 2 on Sundays. So there you go. That's it. But
okay.
My best church pew
the more you
reviews,
know.
when I went to the black church in Florida, it's got my most views on the church pew review. So hey, just saying, people like that one.
So John, are you still working on your George Washington impersonation?
Yeah, I still got some more. I got this part going pretty good. But
that looks amazing.
I hold up a quarter.
The more you fluff that out, I'm like, that's exactly the one.
We're going to cross the Delaware and see Caitlin Clark next week. You ready?
I really think, John, you're missing an opportunity to probably make some money. If you get an outfit off of Amazon, you show up some places like George Washington. I mean,
come down to Bloomington. Let's do a property tax rally.
Well, remember there was the Tea Party movement back. They had Paul. There was a guy, Patriot Paul, that he was one of those guys. They were the ones that started the Tea Party, and he dressed it up like a pirate or like Caribbean or something. So yeah, it could work. I'll get to work on it. I could get Team U. I'll get a Team U Washington.
Just get it from Amazon. And I could dress as someone else.
24-hour shipping.
Let's see who was. You could be Betsy Ross. You could be.
I might do a better Harriet Tubman, but we can just.
That's right. I get my colors mixed up. I'm sorry.
Important people from American history.
Don't box him in. He's like Christopher Nolan over here.
Yeah, okay? I could be
he's assigning roles to whoever he wants.
I can be a wild and crazy guy, or whatever.
I'm kidding. I love Christopher Nolan, by the way.
And Brad, you could be Abraham Lincoln if you trim that up a little bit.
He's way too short.
No, I gotta poof it out.
And you gotta
get it pointy.
You need the big hat and everything.
Yeah,
we got Harriet Tubman, we got Lincoln, we got Washington.
You have the blazer. Now you gotta have the hat.
Yeah, I got a chainsaw. I'm surprised. I'm a little ashamed.
On American history.
All right, kids. Well, I'm glad we
biggest
got this
wine glass
of 10.
Right.
A drunk history. We needed a drunk history episode.
Yeah, that is huge.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
Oh dear. We better go before we get a letter from Black Carter about how bad we were. So Janee, thanks. You've been a great sport.
Thank you guys.
We'll help you whatever. Just let us know when we can go do something.
Okay.
That's the best effort.
See you guys.
Let's see. I got to find the ending. There it is. All right. Well, hey, Janee, stick around for backstage. I always forget to tell people. All right. And then so Brad can Irish goodbye us.
Well, no,